All right, we are at the trailhead entrance to Pine Mountain Trail, and we are going to be doing a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip. It's a 23-mile hike, and here is Michelle. She'll be coming out. She also did the art lobe with me, and she hikes in the Pioneer Trail in Jennings Forest. And then Skip is over here getting his backpack stuff put together. And I hiked with him for the first time on the Pioneer Trail. And so we are going to be heading out, and we are going 10 miles today, 8 miles the next day, and 5 miles to finish out. And the last day we could be hitting some rain, but other than that, I think my pack is at like 24 pounds. And so this will be shakedown hike number 3. Here's the entrance to the trail at Pine Mountain. And we were over close to that truck over there, and he told us this was the official start. So we had to walk ourselves over here so we could be purist this time. Here is Neil's Rest. We're at mile 23, and this is at the start of the trail, so we will be heading this way. This is in the Franklin D. Roosevelt State Park up in Georgia, and we had a shuttle driver named Craig that brought us over here to get started, and we will hike back to my car in 3 days. So let's get day 1 started. We are going to hit a waterfall today and a couple other really good places that we were told about, but we follow blue blazes today. So for those people who don't know what a blaze is, it's a rectangle that's painted up on the tree, and it lets you know what trail you're on. And so there was a trail just to the left that had white blazes, so as long as we are seeing blue blazes as we are moving on, we are on the right trail, and we should be able to get to our destination without getting lost. It's a beautiful day out. Like our first mile marker, and we have this little creek crossing to initiate that. So I'm not going to obviously videotape this and do it at the same time, but it's been a beautiful trail so far.
And you can just go up this little route right here, sideways.
A little rock hopping going on. Good job. Whoop, whoop. Dry shoes had by all.
And no one.
They have really done a good job at this trail. Yeah, it's a little wobbly. A little. Walking. This is pretty long. I wasn't expecting all this. Got a little running water next to us. And a bridge. Looks like we're coming to our first little waterfall. This nice rock ledge right here. Leads you out to it. It's called Sanka Falls, maybe? It's got a nice bridge that leads you over a little creek. It's really pretty. This is a really cool section. You've got, that's my finger, big rock falls over here, which I'll show you in a second, but got these bridges that weave in and out. And so that's kind of cool. Here we go, this is Rock Falls. How beautiful that is. I'm so glad that the principal at my high school told me about this park. It was not on my radar at all. But it is a great place to do a little shakedown hike. I'll have one more before I hit the Appalachian Trail to finalize my gear. So we just finished a nice little climb and it put us on top of Bumblebee Ridge. Finally have taken all the layers off and it is supposed to be a beautiful day. I think we're gonna finish the day. Well, I think the high today is like low 60s and so it'll feel pretty warm, but we really have only had one climb. It's only 1.6 miles. We still have a little over 8 to go. But I'm going to eat my breakfast and it is peanut butter chocolate cookie Joey. So that is what I'm gonna have. Never had one of those bars before, so we're gonna give it a shot and see what we think. We have just passed the 2-mile mark and are at Cascade Falls. Look at the beauty there. Looks like a pretty decent swimming hole. If either one of these guys want to do a cold plunge, nope, no takers. Next we'll head on to Wolfden Cave / Cliff. Okay, we're headed to Wolfden Cave. Making a climb up there. Let's see what it looks like once we get there. Here we are, Wolfden. Very cool. So, I don't know if you can see that there or not. There you go. And we're heading up that way. We are at the old sawmill campsite, and I'm just gonna walk you over here just to let you see what it looks like in case anybody's ever interested in coming out this way. Looks like there's another campsite up that way. And this is a white blaze. So, huge hill. And then we are going up to the big tree. So I'll show you that in a second. This is called Fernie, the big lollipop pine tree. Holy cannoli. That's a big one. We are following this beautiful clear water stream. Of course, we have the train in the background, but
no real butt kicker of a climb. Well, you're not climbing up a 5,000 footer.
well, I just finished the second somewhat significant climb of the day, and we are almost on top of the knob or the mountain or whatever it is. We got a hiker coming, so I'm gonna hold on for a second. Okay, So we're almost to the top of this. But this is what it looks like here. You can get some good views without all the leaves on the trees. Let's keep heading up. Okay, I've officially broken a sweat today. It is getting pretty warm out, and I may switch into shorts at lunchtime. So I want to see if we get a view up here. Doesn't look like it's taken us to the crest behind me, but we're just kind of paralleling it. Beautiful Pine Mountain in Florida, or I'm sorry, in FDR Roosevelt State Park in Georgia, just a little bit southwest of Atlanta. So you need to check it out. It's really nice, and the climbs aren't horrible. Beautiful hiking. We're at lunch. My tuna fish with my onions in the middle of there. They're eating fast stuff. I had to hurry up and make my wrap because they're going to be hitting the trail pretty soon. We got about 6 more miles to go. Had some little climbs, but not much. 2 decent sized climbs that I already talked about, and then just some little ones. It's been a very friendly trail and beautiful. I guess we're at the 5-mile mark, so we'll hit this crossing, and we'll do this road crossing multiple times because we saw it several times as we were driving to our start point. And there's the sign for the Pine Mountain Trail. We just keep on going across the street. Just came off the road. We're at the sign, so we are going to Dowell Knob, and we may have dinner there, and then I think we're like a mile from our campsite. According to this, probably a mile and a half, but Pine Mountain Trail Association volunteers, thank you for providing such an amazing trail. We have this little trek down here around this boulder. Look at this view. Beautiful. This is definitely a pretty cool section. I will tell you though, I thought I was going the wrong way because I was going past some big boulder on my right, and I don't think I saw a blaze for quite some time. So they have been a little bit less scattered around here, but I just keep on walking forward and hope I find one. I was about to turn around, but then out of nowhere, that beautiful blue blaze appeared to let me know I was on the right path. I don't know where else would have went. I didn't see any other paths. So, but that's what I'm hiking through right now. We're almost at 6 miles right now. This is Big Oak Spring Campsite. Well, I just finished a pretty long, continuous climb. I'm gonna say it was probably 3/4 of a mile, or pretty darn close to that. But it was a pretty good climb, probably the biggest one of the day. And I'm sweating. It is pretty warm out. Kind of wish I would have had my shorts on, but I think I'm going to start with those tomorrow. Have not seen my other 2 hiking partners yet, but we said that we would meet at Dowell, and so that's what I'm going to press on to, and hopefully they will meet me there. And I'm going to take my shoes off. My big toe, not my big toe, my toe next to my big toe on my left side is really hurting me, the very tip. And I think it's because my socks are too tight. It's not my shoes. I have plenty of room on my shoes, but I think the socks over my liners are too tight for my feet. So I won't be taking those with me on the AT. So I learned one thing so far. And hopefully I'll figure some more things out along the way. Just made it to this mile marker sign, and we are 1.7 from Dowell Knob, and that is where we are all supposed to meet up. So looks like you go down the white blazes over here, you're gonna hit Dowell Knob and Dowell Knob Loop, but we are staying on the Pine Mountain Trail. So let's stay on the blue blazes and keep on moving forward to our destination. As you can see, we're up on the top. I should have taken a little video of the climb that we just took. It was a good one. I was stopping pretty frequently and shaking up my toe. And now we've got some recovery time right here. So I'm going to enjoy that. We just came up on the 16-mile mark, which means that we have been hiking for 7 miles, and we have 3 miles until we get to our camp. Here's Brown Dog campsite, and it looks like it's just up here. It's not too far. I'll take you up there. Here's a bit of a climb. Oh yeah, nice. It's got a fire ring, and it's kind of circled in. So there's another path up there. Not bad. Look at this waterfall behind me. It's like cascading. There's like 3 of them there. It's really pretty. Did this itty bitty crossing, and we're heading that way. Oh wait, I have to reverse this. We're not going that way. We're going over there, following those steps up that way. That's how you soak the water. Well, I've arrived at the, it says Franklin D. Roosevelt Memorial Trail National Scout Trail. But that is the Dowell Knob Trailhead and Scenic Area, 400 feet ahead. And then the Bethel Creek campsite, which I think might be the one we're staying at. So I'm gonna just have to camp out here until my people come. We just came out to Dowell Knob. Love to picnic here, and he had a grill built. It was built and to preserve it. So this used to be Franklin D. Roosevelt's grill, and this was his picnic spot. Well, it is about 5:20. We stayed at Franklin D. Roosevelt, at Dowell for a little while. I got there about 3:40, and Skip got there a little bit after that, and then Michelle. We have 2 miles to go, so I went ahead and took off. And Skip is right behind me, and I think Michelle's gonna come in a few more minutes. But we have 2 miles to go, and I'd like to get my tent and stuff set up before it gets dark out. If I don't, that's not a big deal, but I'd like to do that. It's a really pretty section. Some greenery, haven't seen a lot of that. All right. I have been tripping so much today. It is so rocky that I really need to just pay attention to my feet a little bit more. I feel like I've almost rolled my ankle a couple times. And so when it's rocky like this, you gotta slow your roll, or might not end up pretty. Coming up on mile marker 14, which means that we have done 9. So I have 1 more mile to go. I'm good with that. Well, I am 737 feet from our campsite, and it has been 6 hours and 50 minutes, minus a couple times since I stopped my watch. So that doesn't really give us a good accurate reading, but I'm almost there. Set up camp, get some water. Okay, I'm heading over there. It is just at 6 o'clock, and there's a deer. I can see his tail flopping over there. Darn it. Anyways, we have Bethel Creek campsite and go over this little bridge. And then we were told that there's not a lot of flat spots over here. So we'll just make do with what we have and do what we do. Do a little leap over here. So we have a nice, awesome fire pit. And then some spots over here. Figure out where to sleep. So that's my next thing on my agenda. Okay, well, my tent is all set up, and I'm having spaghetti with meat sauce. And that is what it looks like. We're heating up some more water for Skip. Skip, what are you having for dinner?
4 cheese potatoes, Idahoan instant.
And Michelle, what are you having for dinner?
Johnny then, lady.
A protein meal? Ooh.
I'm having a cold dinner
And
of a pro meal bar.
There you go.
It is a meal.
beef
It
jerky
is.
to go with it. Steak
Yep.
and potatoes.
And what are you going to use to eat with?
I used, I forgot my spoon, so I'll be digging the potatoes out of the pot with the beef jerky.
He is creative. All right.
And I have a tent stake if I need to go full hiker track.
That's right. All right. It's dinner time.